That's cool. Are you still judge for judging?
No.
Oh.
I was going to, but I didn't want to, like, ruin the
No, you can do it. I don't think it'll be that bad. I didn't mean to go live yet.
Yeah, I'm down on my days. You gotta keep it in.
That's that fire shit.
It's loading on me now.
Yeah.
Is this still connected to you?
No, I'm on the house one because it
Okay.
loaded YouTube better, so I just figured it was better.
Oh, I see.
Can you check it out and see what it looks like?
Yeah, that was also why I didn't continue.
Yeah, cool, thank you. See if it's like a slideshow or what.
You know, it never pops up with giving me ad recommendations that you're live.
I know, I've almost every day.
Yeah.
Not really. I have been live a lot lately, but just doing random shit like stacking wood, knitting.
I figured out why I couldn't search you the one day I spelled your name wrong.
That makes sense.
Yep, I put a U.
B-U. It's not a U? I've been telling you. No, it's a dot underscore dot. And why is it a dot underscore dot? I'm not
It's a
sure.
smiley. It's not a smiley face. It's a face. I'll get your username right in a second.
Am I not your only subscriber or whatever?
Thank you, but it's my other account. Happy birthday to my dad.
Yeah, that's the one.
The first one that came out.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why, but that makes sense. Are you clicking it?
Boom. Happy birthday to my dad. That's the one.
I thought you were gonna click it. See, it doesn't even say one yet. Oh, now it does.
I was gonna say it showed me one.
So it is, so happy birthday to you. It's only a week away. Shit. Gotta go paint that. It is my dad's birthday, you didn't know that. Dad's birthday, you didn't know that. It's
What is that, 2 years old?
And you can catch that. Oh, that was me. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, it's a year old.
Not bad.
No. The rest you can see on his channel is happy birthday to my dad. But yeah, it's all good. Someone's talking.
You gotta hear the fire too. That's cool. Did you just like it?
Yeah.
It's funny.
Thank you.
I heard the fart. It'd be cool to have the moon in the background, but
Yeah. Oh. It's almost your birthday. Dedicate your birthday to a fundraiser you care.
it keeps breaking.
We're having technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties, one moment. Okay, it is all good.
Yeah, I liked it. I wanted to. Burning with my sibling.
I'm burning with my sibling.
I shared it on my Facebook.
We should have, I'm burning with my sibling. Yeah. That's just what we do around these parts.
Just burn shit with our siblings. We'll burn our siblings to take the last Oreo.
If you leave that pack of Oreo cookies on the counter and you leave it there, oh, you're gonna get burnt.
That's what happened to Billy Bob. Gonna post the link on Instagram.
I can press the share button, but I really don't want to leave this page.
I don't know. That's
Because
why
I
I'm
don't
also.
understand what happens. Thank you. You can also make a community post on your YouTube page.
I've been doing that. I've been trying to like. I haven't done it too often yet.
Yeah, with 33 subscribers, it's not gonna matter too much. I'm kidding. But I think it only gets shown to your subscribers, or people maybe who have actually like watched your content and liked it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it works fully. I'm using a filter.
Oh, a filter. Yeah, a buddy of mine, he like, oh, does he not have any like photos? Oh no, he does. Been making also a bunch of like different wood things as well.
Nice.
Made a easel. Made a was it a cat house? Yeah, the cat house. And he made a dog house.
Nice.
For my one friend, and that's her puppy.
That's cute.
Yeah. Oh, it's stairs. Steps for Tyson. Aw, puppy stairs.
See, you gotta make something now.
I know, eh?
Like a light. You can make a light, or you can make a Christmas tree.
I'm making a Christmas tree, thank you.
Not as good as mine.
No, not as good as yours. But mine will have more decoration on it than yours. I'm gonna add little bulbs.
More decoration. Lights.
The Tipsy Tattoo Shop. I wonder if she still does tattoos. Do you,
Who?
Autumn?
I didn't even know she did.
Yeah, she has a Tipsy Tattoo Shop. I mean, like, they're not too bad, honestly. Like, I like them. Like, if she... Oh, it's still pretty good. Better than what I fucking could do. Because I wouldn't trust myself with that tattooing myself.
So does that mean that she's just been tattooing herself?
I don't know. I'm curious. But you know what? If she has Bravo on her... No, I don't think she tattooed a heart on herself.
Yeah.
Like that. That would be impressive. If
That'd be
you
hard.
could, like, do that.
Yeah. I want a tattoo.
Me too.
I have a specific idea. I don't want just any old stupid tattoo. I want it to mean something. So I'm gonna get a ruler on my forearm.
I'm just saying now, I've seen a few people when they get like really...
I know it's gonna shrink.
No, sometimes when you grow, like, it looks really fucked up sometimes.
Yeah, but I just want
Honestly though, it does
a
look
ruler,
cool.
like a straight line
Yeah, oh, honestly, yeah, you could like...
with a couple other straight lines for marking.
And then like, I want it to have like 4 sides.
Exactly.
And then
And they
a
have to
bunch-
be exactly an inch apart. Why is everybody trying to stab me?
I only took the quarter ounce of 50.
Hi.
Hi there. You like violence? Let's see me stick 9-inch nails into my ass.
And then we could cook some prime ribs on the fire. And
This is a cool piece of wood.
do you want to keep it for something? What could it be?
Yo, we can keep it, Brennan.
It could be a clock or a shelf, or you just put it on the fire.
Yeah, I was going to.
Just put it on the fire. Rip the bayonet off. Go behind it and dance.
I don't think those stickers that went on the tongue were just stickers, because I see lights and shiny colors and rainbows.
Go closer to the fire. I can't see you much. Duck down and face in the fire.
Okay, like this?
A little over more. Perfect. Now tell the scary story.
So one on a time, there were 6 kids. They went into the forest.
What did the 6 kids do?
They were going to go out and smoke some weed.
Good. You should not smoke weed.
And as they were smoking the weed, they were passing around the joints and the bumps and the spliffs. They heard a crackle in the forest. So they turned off the music that was blaring. as the music turned off, they heard some more sounds, some more trees snapping. The youngest of them, Frederick, he decided to run because it was his first time smoking weed, and let's just say it didn't go well. Crackling got louder and louder and aggressive until suddenly all they heard was, "Hey, you guys left without me." Then they realized Derek was left alone in the car while all the stoners had went out. They thought it was all fine. But then they realized they heard crackling all around them. The crackling sound got aggressively louder until they heard, "You guys forgot me." Have you ever heard 6 boys scream like little girls before? All 6 of them ran and screaming out of the forest. And when they got home, before they even got home, they seen 2 cop cars. They thought it was just them. But as they exit the forest, the cop asked, "What are the 7 of you doing? And why does the older one have an axe? And what's that red stain on it?" But before he could get an answer, the man who was behind the children, he threw it across, and he hit the officer straight in the head. Derek, the one who was wiser, an older one, he beat his pants. And as he went to run, he felt a cold hand press the gun in his shoulder. And as he went to punch the dude, got his neck snapped in half. They all tried running away from different directions thinking they were safe, but one by one, the axe-wielding psychopath in Los Angeles County, he found them and he tortured them. But it's okay, because Frederick was neither. He was found deceased 7 days later. His body parts all spread across the trees. Now the children don't go smoking weed anymore in that said forest. Thank you. Thank you, Jane.
I was hoping for a short story so I could make it into it, but that's gonna be like 2 shorts.
Kept going on and on. I hoped you enjoyed the story if you could hear it. If not, I can repeat it louder. I mean, not
Yeah, I
that
have
story.
no idea of the audio quality if you could even hear you.
Should I have screamed it?
If you're watching, could you hear that person talking on the other side of the fireplace? Face?
It's not fully burning. It was a little bit warm.
Ask you like I'm closer.
I was probably about like that far away from the fire.
It was warm.
It was warm. I could still feel the fire on my face.
It was all for one view.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's okay.
that's okay. I'm gonna create it into a short.
I mean, honestly, yeah, because then you can tell if you can hear the audio.
I've actually been making a lot of shorts out of my previous content, which means I don't have to film something that day. Make from one of my videos a short. I want to check my battery, but I don't want the stream to pause.
Yeah.
Just gonna make it more centered. This is a constant battle of trying to not have it fall over. Do you think that's a good shot?
I think, like, move it a little bit.
Down?
Yeah, that's good.
Especially if the text is there. Do you think it would survive being on the blue thing around the fire? Probably not.
Probably not, no. Psychopath.
Yeah, so?
Mom said you're not allowed to call me that anymore.
How do I set it? I think we should do a thing where every like, we will plan. So how do we, put that in a...
So
Okay,
it could
just...
burn more wood.
I'm gonna go get a thing. Just don't...
What thing? Oh, okay. I'm gonna read my story.
Do it.
The phone buzzed on the nightstand. Jack squeaked at the screen. It was nearly 3 a.m. He had promised his friends he wouldn't fall asleep during their late-night horror movie marathon. They were still texting, excited about the ghost stories. He grimaced, feeling the weight of exhaustion. He slid the phone back under the pillow. The room was quiet, too quiet. Shadows danced on the walls. They twisted into shapes. Teasing his mind, he shook his head, trying to dispel the images. It was just a dream, so he thought. Their door creaked open. A chill swept through the room. Jake turned, heart racing. His younger sister, Lily, stood in the doorway. Her eyes were wide, reflecting the faint light from the hallway. "Jack, there's someone outside," she whispered. "Stop messing around," he replied, half annoyed, half scared. But Lily never joked about things like this. She stepped closer, her voice trembling. I saw him. He was standing there." Jack's stomach twisted. He glanced out the window. A figure loomed at the edge of the yard. Shrouded in darkness, it seemed oddly too still. "Call Mom," Jack said. "Now!" As Lily turned to leave, Jack felt drawn to the figure. Why was it so quiet? Why wasn't he moving? He crept closer to the window. The figure remained there, staring. Suddenly it smiled, a wide, unsettling grin that twisted something deep within Jack. That smile didn't belong to a person. It felt wrong, unnatural. Jack pulled back, his heart thudding in his chest. "Lily!" he shouted. "Get back here!" But she didn't respond. Panic surged. He dashed in the hallway, calling her name. Shadows stretched and clawed at him. He felt the walls closing in. Then he heard it. Laughter, soft, eerie, echoing through the house. He felt the sound, dread pooling in his stomach. The living room was empty. The laughter faded. Jack's breath came in a quick burst. He turned, thinking maybe Lily had gone to another room. And then he saw it, a trail of small red handprints leading to the basement. "No," he whispered. He knew he shouldn't have opened that door. The basement was off limits. Sweat dripped down his back as he followed the handprints. Each step felt heavy, heavier and heavier. He reached for the doorknob, hesitating. Was it just a prank? He twisted the knob. The door creaked open. Darkness engulfed him. He stepped inside, the air thick and suffocating. "Lily?" he called. Voice trembling, no answer, just the sound of his own heart pounding. The stairs creaked under his weight. He reached for the light switch, but it was dead. A cold draft swept past him, and then he heard it again, the laughter. "Close now." "Stop it," he yelled. "This isn't funny." The laughter silence fell like a heavy blanket. In the darkness, something shifted. A figure moved just beyond his sight. Jack squinted, trying to make it out. It was there, the same figure from outside. It wasn't alone. Shadows surrendered it, twisting and writhing like a nightmare. Like Jack stumbled back, racing. "Get away from me!" But the figure stepped towards him, the grin stretching wider. "You shouldn't have come down here, Jack." He turned and ran upstairs, heart pounding in his ears. He burst into the hallway, gasping for air. "Lily!" he shouted. "Where are you?" He ran to her room. The door was ajar. He pushed it open, ready to save her. But the room was empty. The bed was unmade, and the window was wide open. Cold wind whipped through the room. Panic washed over him. He turned to leave, but the figure stood in the doorway, blocking his escape. Looking for one? It asked, voice smooth and chilling. Jackson raced. He was trapped. Then he remembered the shadows were weak against light. He rushed to his nightstand, fumbling for the flashlight. He flipped it on, beams slicing through the darkness. The figure collided, face twisting away. You think you can escape? Jack didn't wait. He bolted past the figure, sprinting down the hall. He needed to find Lily. He burst into the living room. Lily! Silence answered. The world around him shifted. The walls warped. The floor trembled. Fragments of reality fell away. And then he woke up. Jack sat up in his bed, heart racing. Sunlight streamed through the window. It was a dream, just a nightmare. But as he glanced around, relief washed over him. Then he noticed the small red handprints on his wall. A chill ran down his spine. They were real. He wasn't alone. The Shadow Man was real.
Was the Shadow Man real?
The Shadow Man real.
Where was the Shadow Man from?
The Shadow Man. He was from. This is why you don't do drugs, children. See, this is what I'm gonna do for my video, but I don't know if I want my audios to be. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to work on a YouTube channel about this stuff. It's gonna be both horror and not horror and all this type of stuff. I like writing. You want to hear another?
Back on. That was pretty good. That was a good story. And when are you gonna make a sequel to that story?
Not sure yet. I'm
Okay.
still looking.
Okay.
I'm
Can you show us your last one?
My last one, okay.
Yeah. Wasn't it about that thing? What did you tell me it was about? Wasn't it about a puppy being lost? No, it was not about a puppy. That was your one before that.
I have the unknown, or the grass is green on the other side. I can't remember which I called it. I think the unknown.
That's a decent amount. It's more stories than most people have written. I've written like 2.
I've written a lot. I've written one that has like 60 pages and it's not done. Maybe 70 and it's like 20,000 words. Or 40,000. I don't know.
Well, you don't have to brag.
I'm not reading that one right now.
Yeah, you don't have.
It's the grass greener on the other side. It was April 15th, 2020. And Farmer Joe was preparing for the farm to plant his year's crops. Oh, this one's not fully done, actually.
Okay, that's okay. I am probably going to turn some of these into shorts, by the way.
It's okay.
You could do more prompts if you want.
I am.
That's why I was trying to come up with something on the spot. And then think.
It's good. Like, I like doing this type of stuff because then I,
It's definitely good
reading it.
speech practice, speech
Oh, yeah.
therapy or whatever. What about trying to get to a star? Just put that in. I think you made a thing about that before, right? You gotta reach the stars one day, right? So try to reach the stars. And let's hear your old book. Wasn't this from a couple years ago?
yeah, when I was like 14.
Nice. Let's hear this 14 years book.
One second, I just need to do something.
And what kind of genre was it?
I think it was a bit of horror.
Oh,
But-
thank you. You like the fire. They like the fire.
It is a good fire.
Burn fire. Burn. Cool, we got 2 likes.
Thank you.
2 people liked the fire.
Okay.
Burn.
I agree with you. The stars hung low that night, like jagged teeth in a dark maw. A group of teens gathered in an abandoned observatory, a relic of a time when dreams of reaching the stars felt possible. They had heard of stories of the place. It loomed over the town like a forgotten giant. They felt like the stars, like the pull of the stars, but the height of the abandoned building terrified them. "Let's climb it," Jack said, his voice shaky but defiant. He was the bravest of the group. He couldn't show his fear. Not now. "Are you crazy?" Sarah replied, her eyes wide. "What if we fall?" Heights had always haunted her. The thought of plummeting sent chills down her spine. "Come on, it will be fun," Jack said, smirking. "Just think of the view." Chris, always the peacemaker, chimed in. "Maybe we should just here. It's late, and this place gives me the creeps." But others were moving towards the observatory. They climbed through a broken window, careful not to cut themselves on the jagged glass. Inside, darkness. Oh my god. Inside, darkness had surrounded, but dust motes danced in the air, faint light flickering through the cracks. They moved into the building. The air felt heavy, like a weight pressing down on their chest. Then came the sound, a soft creaking, echoing through the empty halls. "What was that?" Sarah whispered, gripping Jack's arm. "Probably just the wind," Jack said, though his voice wavery. They reached the staircase, leading to the dome. Each step creaked under their weight. The higher they climbed, the more Sarah's heart raced. She wanted to turn back, but the others pressed on, by a mix of adrenaline and foolish bravio. Little spelling mistakes. At the top, they emerged into the dome. The sky stretched above them, a blanket of stars. It was breathtaking, but the beauty was short-lived. A violent wind whipped through the opening. It howled like a creature in pain. "Let's take a selfie," Jack shouted, pulling out his phone. The others gathered around him, but Sarah hung back, her fear of heights clashing with the dizzying view. "Just one pic," she said, but her voice barely a whisper. As they posed, a shadow flickered at the edge for vision.
I'm not.
Who wants to stay with you guys?
Well, he has food, so I mean, I wouldn't blame her.
You want to go in?
You can't have any. She's like the graham cracker. Oh, no, where was I? Well, I'm gonna find a different one.
I'm gonna definitely make some of these into shorts, especially since they're not yours.
You start the story going halfway. Did you know it's still muted? Yeah, I was practicing.
And time to find one.
Lost in the Forest segment, Psycho Killer. The forest was dense, a maze of shadows. Trees trailed like ancient giants, their branches tangled. Lisa and Mark were lost, their early laughter swallowed by the opposed silence. They had strayed off the path, lured by the curiosity of a distant scream. Now the sun dipped lower, casting eerie shapes across the ground. Do you think we should go back? Lisa asked, her voice trembling. Mark shook his head. We'll find the trail. Just keep moving. They pressed on, but the air felt heavy, as if the forest was closing in around them. Every crack of a twig made Lisa jump. Her fear crawled at her skin. Let's stop for a moment. Oh, thank you.
It's not messy anymore.
I know, it like
Pause while we eat a snack.
I will get
Now you just got a chubby buddy in the story. I don't know if people would like that or not. I don't think they would. Some tell me they won't.
I won't.
The people that will, I probably don't want to keep around.
Me neither. It's not a little bit. I'll cut.
Oh, this is great.
I'm ready to do the breathing.
We should probably get more wood
Yeah.
after we finish our snack.
Yeah, I have like one piece over there, and if you want to try to break that other piece.
Oh my god. I feel like that chick on Family Guy who walks in and be like, oh, I really shouldn't. Maybe I should. I just have one. But it's like one, and then one, and then one. So it really is like 50. That'd be a lot.
Yep. Yeah, I regret my decision on that.
What?
I have a lot stuck on my face. It's so like, because it's so like hardened up. This one is about friends going into the forest, and they face a psycho call. I mean, to be fair, most cults are psycho.
Yeah.
I look at Scientology. It's like,
I make no comment
it's like,
to that statement. How's it going? You think we might need a saw? Or just put it straight across. No burn.
yeah. Yeah.
You just hit a piece of shit on me. That'd suck.
That would. Okay.
Welcome. We're about to start the next reading.
Don't worry, it's kid friendly. Night fell quickly in the forest. Shadows stretched and twisted like the ground. What would I use there? Okay. Sorry for the...
I think the record is skipping.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't stop.
Go to Olivia's stories to hear more. At one point.
I'm gonna make that page now.
I have the page for Olivia's story. I don't know if I created the account yet though. Like if I hit great content or whatnot.
I'm just gonna go follow it. You're gonna be like, what the fuck?
I know, like, I have no account. Like, Brendan.
Breathing will continue in 10 minutes.
Or under. We're not sure yet.
I know. Give it a hand to parchment paper. Cause this shit's just coming right off of it.
Oh, I know, eh? Like, parchment paper is, like, awesome. Okay, the reading is about to begin. Everyone take their seats. Thank you, and have a nice day. The sun set behind the hills, casting long shadows over the small town of Burnward. The air was thick, with the smell of a damp earth, a reminder of the storm that had swept through the night before. In the quiet place, not much ever happened, until the whispers began. Jessica had just moved back home after years away. She thought it would be a fresh start, but the townsfolk were different now. Their eyes held a strange glint of a mix of fear and something darker. They spoke in hushed tones about a group that had emerged. The cult was rumored to perform rituals in the woods under the cover of darkness. They believed in an ancient power that could grant them eternal life. No one knew who led them, but their influence spread like wildfire. Those who resisted were never seen again. One night, driven by curiosity, Jessica followed a trail into the woods. The trees loomed overhead, twisting like skeleton figures. She felt a chill creep up her spine, but pressed on. She could hear chanting in the distance. As she approached, she saw a clearing. The moonlight, blaring, pierced by the canopy, casting an eerie glow. A circle of figures, cloaked in black, stood around a fire. Their faces were obscured, but their voice rose in a haunting melody. Jessica's heart raced. She had